Hello everyone, I'm the Yorkshire Gardener and this is my weekly garden and allotment tour. Last week you'll have seen that my allotment was pretty bare and empty, but my greenhouse was full of absolutely loads of plants. This week I've been off work, so I've got absolutely loads planted outside. I've still got loads left indoors to plant, as you can see, but we'll have a look around in a second. So I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing now today in the allotment. So yeah, let's have a guided tour of the allotment. So this is the front of my plot. This is where my alliums are growing, and the bees absolutely love these. At the moment that one's about ready to go to seed, so hopefully we'll get some more seeds from them and more alliums growing. As you can see, my pansies are doing really well. I've been chopping the tops off the daffodils for the leaves to die back in the tulips, as that's what I've read what you need to do. I've planted some geraniums at the front as well to add some more colour. I'm hoping to add some bedding plants as well to the front of the plot to fill the gaps in and to spread to make it look really nice. But the tulips are ready for dying off now and cutting back as well. So let's have a look down here. We've got some more alliums. The bee absolutely loves it, as you can see. But yeah, I've planted more geraniums down there as well. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good. So now we're going onto this plot. I've got some beans growing down there which I need to separate. They seem to have grown clumped together, but my spring onions are doing well in this bed. Obviously they need weeding. My raspberries are coming out all over the place. At the end of the year I'll move any that have grown where they shouldn't have grown. Down here I've got some sweet peas growing. Some of them I've got eaten, but yep, they're growing well. And my plums are doing absolutely fantastic. Look at the size of them. They're really swelling up now. Keep watering your fruit trees in the hot weather, as they need as much water as possible to help them swell. My irises have come out this week, look at them. They look fantastic. I'm really pleased with how they've grown. But yeah. And all my raspberries down this side, these are my autumn raspberries, which are growing. And then down here, I've got some blueberries growing. I planted these last year, so I wasn't hoping for much this year. But yeah, they seem to be doing really well. I'm pleased with how they're getting on. So yeah, these irises are brilliant, look at them. So down here I've got some gladioli bulbs growing. Planted loads of gladioli this year down on my plot. I got them cheap in the supermarket, they were selling them all off. So I planted them all over my plot. Hopefully I had lots of colour. And my cooking apples, they're growing really well, look at them. I gave this cooking apple tree a really good hacking back this year, so I weren't expecting many apples on it, but it seems to be doing better than ever this year. So I'm really pleased about that. And yeah, my plums, look at them. They're certainly weighing the branches down. Hopefully they won't snap. I might have to fasten them up somehow to protect them. But down this side I've got all my broad beans. They seem to have shot up over the past week. Look at how big they're getting. I'm going to have to put some netting behind them to fasten them to. And then I've got my pear tree. They're doing really well. Keeping everything watered. And this is my eating apple tree. They seem to be growing apples on them, like I did with my cooking apple tree. I gave this a good cutting back this year, so I'm not expecting as many. Last year I got absolutely loads on it, but we'll see how it does this year. And then I've got all my rhubarb growing. That seems to be dying back a bit at the moment. I gave it a good picking this year, but I'm just letting it grow at the moment. I keep watering it every single day so that we get more rhubarb coming. So yeah, seems to be sending out new shoots, so that's a good sign. So down this side I've got my lemon balm. That does really well. Definitely don't have any issues with that. That all needs a good weed. My sweet peas are hidden in there. But yeah, I've been too busy planting everything out, as you will see in a second. Down this side I've got my radishes and my potatoes. My potatoes got a good frost burn the other week when it was a late frost, but they seem to be recovering really well now, so I'm pleased about that. The radishes, look at them, they're doing really well. Radishes are probably one of the easiest things to grow apparently, so they're doing really well. So I'll be picking them soon. Down this side, all my strawberry plants are doing fantastic. They're sending out loads of strawberries. I can't wait to be picking all these. I've got 3 beds of strawberries, as you can never have enough strawberries, look at them. So I'm watering them every single day to help them swell and to send more flowers out. I planted some shorts there at the front of my plot, front of the strawberry bed. I've got more strawberries there. Down this side I planted some peas because my peas had failed, so I planted some more. Fingers crossed they come through, we'll have to see. And in front of them I've planted calendula as well to add some flowers to the front. Apparently you can eat them, but I've never tried eating them before. Down here I've got my sweet corn and my onions and garlic. I planted all them this week, my sweet corn. Seem to be wilting a bit, I need to give them a bit more drink of water. But yeah, then I've got my lettuce out. That was my cut and come again lettuce. That seems to be taking well. I'm doing really good at the moment. Then I've got my kale. I've planted dahlias and zinnias around all my plants as well this year to add plenty of colour as well to my plot, so that it's not just green stuff everywhere. And then I've got my brassicas out. They've all been planted. They're doing fantastic. And then I've planted all my leeks. They're all in the ground. Again, I've planted flowers around them to add colour. And my spinach. That's all out. Doing really well. More sweet corn, and I've planted spring onions in between them to use up the space. And the same again, another sweet corn bed with spring onions in between to make use of it. I've just got 3 beds left to plant in now, and then it's nearly done. That's all my turnip, which I've planted. I planted all that yesterday, so that's why it looks a bit wilted at the moment until it takes going. And then down here I shared on my Facebook page a little tip what I've learned. To plant plant pots at the side of your courgette plants to water into, so that it doesn't knock the stems of the courgettes, and to encourage water into the bottom, and it stops the white mould going on the leaves as well. So we shall see how that gets on. And then up here I've planted some Swiss chard. I've never grown Swiss chard before, so we'll see how well that does. And down each side of my plot I've planted runner beans, sunflowers and calendula, and there's some spare strawberry plants. So down each side of my plot it's going to look absolutely fantastic when all the flowers are out, and there's sunflowers and the runner beans. It'll be absolutely full of colour. So I'm looking forward to that. So we'll go back down to my shed now and have a look in there. See what's growing and what's dying, because it's absolutely so hot at the moment. Keeping stuff watered is so hard. Soon I'll be showing you inside my polytunnel when we get this tomato plants in there, so stay tuned for that. So in here I've potted up all my pepper plants. Got 4 varieties of peppers growing. I've got more runner beans left to plant. And I've tried sowing some cactus seed. I've never grown cactus before, but I wanted something in the flat to try. So we'll see how they get on. Some more cauliflowers to plant out when I've got some space. Soon I'll be digging up my potatoes, hopefully in a few weeks, so they can go there. More squash and courgette plants. And I've tried a herb patch as well this year. I want a herb patch at the top of my plot, so I planted some herbs yesterday to go on there. We've got basil, coriander, thyme, more coriander, oregano, mint and more basil. So we're going to be planting them in pots so that they don't spread and go wild. So that's what we've got planned for later on. And then I've got plenty of flowers growing as well, so filling all the gaps. And here I've got my tomatoes and cucumbers and some squash and some more zinnia plants they'll be going into my polytunnel soon. They're on some shelving which collapsed, so some of them aren't taking, but some are, so we'll see how they get on. But we've certainly got plenty of tomato plants. I've got some spare ones as well. And we've got lots of lettuce, iceberg lettuce. They're going to be going out next week, fingers crossed. More sunflowers go down the sides of my plots. I'm definitely going to have lots and lots of sunflowers this year. I've got some more squash and pumpkins to plant out, and some more spinach. And then into my new melon shed. I've planted all my melon this week. I use flower pots to plant all mine in. I've got watermelon here, which I've never tried growing before. Has anybody tried growing watermelon before? I wanted to give it a try and see how it gets on. And then cantaloupe melons all the way down this side. I've tried them before and they did fantastic. Hence the reason why I'm growing more this year. So we'll see how everything gets on. So everything is doing really, really well. So as you can see from my video, I've got absolutely loads planted and still lots left to plant. It's certainly been a busy week this week down on the allotment site. But yeah, fingers crossed I get some more planted this week and keep on top of watering, because if it stays like this weather, it will need watering all the time and every day. So it's going to be a busy old week. It certainly takes a long time watering everything on my plot. It takes about half an hour to water everything. But it's good exercise and it gets my steps up, so that's a good sign. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember to click the subscribe button to stay up to date with all my videos which I post, and check out my website as well below for more tips and advice on what I'm growing, and all my videos are on there as well. Also, you can subscribe to my daily newsletter, which is in the link below as well, where I share tips and advice and just share videos as well, so that you don't miss out on anything what I post. So thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Give it the thumbs up, and until next time, keep gardening.